Uh, Hi everyone. So, well, as you can probably tell, I'm home now after a long day of treatment. I am lying down in my living room because it's hard for me to go upstairs to my bedroom. My legs are very weak. It's an entire day affair. My arms are very weak, although I was able to eat when I got home. I had a little bit of energy. I was able to eat this morning. I couldn't eat. So I don't know how some of you have, I'm sure that um, some of you know of someone who has this disease, Myasthenia Gravis, or you have heard about it. But if you haven't heard about it, just Google it, because it is a very debilitating disease and really scary one. Today, before my treatment, I thought that I was going to go in crisis. Crisis means when you go to myasthenia crisis, okay, you aren't able to breathe because the muscles of your diaphragm, your throat, and the muscles around your lungs, they get weakened. And of course, when you're not pumping enough air, you know, it's not really good. So my doctors, they know I wasn't doing well, so they pumped me up with drugs that would help me. So I had the 100 milligram cortisone injection IV that went in through my port. So I have a port right there, which is I get this when I got my chemo about 2 years ago. They had removed 2 pounds of tumor off my lungs. It's called thymoma. It was cancerous. It was in a stage 4. But thank God I'm here. So I went through chemo. I lost my hair. I used to have long hair. But that's besides the point. And then after that, after the surgery in 2018, March of 2018, following that, I've been in hospitals like every 6 weeks due to myasthenia crisis. I tell you that neurologists thought back then that my MG would somehow disappear because the thymoma, was removed. Well, it has gotten worse, actually. It has gotten worse, and I was having crisis after crisis after crisis. And then so in December of 2018, I went for a routine PET scan just to make sure that nothing was growing. Well, the PET scan wasn't clear. So I had a swollen lymph node, so they had to go through more surgeries in March of 2019. and I was diagnosed with Castleman's disease, which is also a very rare disease. So, what are the odds of having a rare disease? The thymoma, for instance, and also the Myasthenia Gravis, and then Castleman's disease. um, this is very frustrating in a way, because after all those treatments, I became treatment refractory. In other words, none of the treatment that I was getting was working. So they put me on Solaris. That worked for a while, and of course, again, it wasn't working. I was still getting crisis upon crisis. They say that stress, emotional stress, and triggers crisis. Like when you get very upset. Yes, true. You get very upset, and in my situation, I live alone. I'm single. Basically on disability right now. I can't practice. I am a public health doctor, epidemiologist, and community health. I can't do that because of the nature of this disease. So that's also very frustrating. It's very depressing, more so when you don't have anyone. You literally don't have anyone to depend on. So I am on my own. But don't get me wrong, I have two wonderful friends who are coming to care for me. They help me out quite tremendously. I wouldn't be here. I would have not survived this if it was not for them, for the good heart. Coming. I have 5 dogs. I have 4 golden retrievers, 1 Doxy, and a bird. They have been the source. They have been the source of my strength. Because I know that if I didn't have them in my life, I can tell you that I probably would have not had the strength to go through the struggles and everything else that has graced unfavorably all my life. I'm having right now, to those of you who know about this disease, you know that it's evil. This is a monster. You could be fine for a few hours, and the next minute you're struggling to breathe. You feel like you're gonna die. Everything weakens. Your face, your eyes, just my face right now feels like there is some sort of paralysis in there. It's just it I guess the human resilience, your willingness to live. It's why you have to go through. You have to go through all the struggles. That's one of my doggies. Hey, hi Sawyer. Anyway, well, thank you so much, everybody. I just wanted to share with you this real life struggle of someone with an incurable autoimmune disease called Myasthenia Gravis. Because like they feel, not so many people know it. It's actually rare. It's not a lot of research are being done, because I believe due to the fact that there's not a lot of people, a lot of sufferers, and it's very debilitating. It's very debilitating. I have always been an active person. Actually, last summer I did all my garden. But don't get me wrong, even amidst the weakness, I force myself every single day to maintain and care for my garden and my dogs. Although at the end of the day, I have to tell you that there was struggling. It was such a struggle, but it was rewarding, rather rewarding. So I continue on. So for those of you who are Myasthenia Gravis sufferers, fight on, warriors, fight on. Fight on. Someday there will be a cure. I participated in 2 studies already. And I'm hoping that through us all, who those of us who are participating in studies, that they will find a cure. So if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and share it. You will be doing me a great favor, and thank you so much indeed. I'm gonna have to turn this off. Thank you, everyone.